been changes and tons of changes in the last 3 years, in particular since the pandemic payment freeze. There have been a lot of iterations of new things coming out, but I want to touch on two and then get into this new one real quick. So, two brand new ones that are applying to a lot of individuals are one, there's been clarification on what counts as full-time employment. And that was also announced in late last year and is being codified and allowed now, where it used to be you had to be full-time at a qualifying employer or a certain number of hours, whichever was the more stringent criteria, basically. Now it is full-time or 30 hours a week minimum. So it's clarified that 30 hours a week counts towards PSLF if you're employed that much at a qualifying employer.
Mm-hmm.
So that's good news for a lot of individuals. Another relaxation of the student loan PSLF rules was the employer, in the case of, and this particularly applies to California, Texas, physicians in particular, would be if by state law you are not allowed to be directly employed by a hospital, a nonprofit hospital, then if you are contracted with them, you can still have that service count. So in that case, you need to go to the hospital. So not necessarily your professional organization. So whether that's you contracting with a third party that contracts with the hospital, or if you're the independent contractor, but doing that with a hospital, you got to go to the hospital, get them to sign off on your employment with them. Good news is that's being adopted relatively quickly, and hospitals in those locations seem to be not confused when you come to them with an
Surprising.
application that says, "Hey, will you tell me I'm an employee?" And like, we have never employed you. So that's been good.